lastly, I think with this I will end these points, and that is always know that Allah rewards you work about whatever khair you are doing. He knows, and He will reward you whatever khair you are doing in dunya and akhirah. And His reward is obviously comes in a very magnitude manner. Now, shyness is one of those magnified characters that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves, and thereby He will give you a reward in a magnified manner of the shyness. So don't feel you're being left out or you're losing out. A lot of us have that lingering thought that am I being left out? Am I losing out? You know, Ibn al-Qayyim mentioned this, and I mentioned this so many times in some of my previous quotes when it comes to this issue. The actual, the less you break shyness in this matter, the more you enjoy yourselves with your wives and husbands. Guaranteed. And obviously today science are proving this, but scholars used to prove this before. And one of the examples they used to always give is the example of the prophets. That the prophets, their energy was so much, and it was because they were protecting at a very high level. So when then the actual intimacy takes place, is very, very loving, very caring, very merciful, very gentle, yet very pleasing and satisfying. Yeah, and you can ask anyone who has protected themselves, mashallah, and very well. You ask their bond with the wife or with the husband. It's at a very, very, very core soul level. And those people who missed and broke the shyness, or they have less shyness, they could never taste that level of bonding with the wife or the husband. It just isn't there. So you don't lose out, my brothers and sisters. You don't lose out at all. You actually gain. You actually gain. At the core level of bonding between husband and wife, or bonding between parents and siblings, parents and children and siblings, is trust. At the core is trust. And that trust is beautified with shyness. For example, if a person can bond with his wife or her husband at that trust level, and they envelope with that shyness they have, that wife will never have doubt of that husband wherever he goes, whatever he does. She will have no doubt whatsoever. Similarly, the husband will have no doubt whatsoever. Not because of the trust. The trust is obviously there, but because he knows she's what? Shy. And she knows he is shy. Do you see? So it's a barrier that is beyond trust, which beautifies the trust itself. And thereby you live in peace completely. You live your life in complete peace and serenity, and without any worry whatsoever, without any doubts or whisperers whatsoever. This is missing. Subhanallah. Can you believe there's a society out there now that they live as husband and wives, but there's no trust amongst each other. There's no trust from the wife's side, there's no trust from the husband's side. Imagine that bond between the husband and wife. Can you even imagine it? The bond doesn't really exist. As soon as he goes out, he may break the trust. As soon as she's out, she may break the trust. Or, as soon as he goes out, she's inside, you're fearing, she may break the trust inside. Similarly, she goes out, she's fearing, he may break the trust inside. He doesn't have to go outside to break the trust. He can call someone in to break the trust. Now that life is such a miserable life. But they're living with each other because they have to, because they're old and they have to have children, or they have children, they have to live together. But the trust is not there. Why? Because the shyness is not there. Yeah? So what beautifies that trust is shyness. Once the shyness is there, then the couple will have no doubts whatsoever. And that's why when people come to me for counseling, husbands and the wives, I concentrate on building the trust, and eventually I concentrate on building shyness. Then I say to him clearly that if you don't have shyness, then it doesn't matter how much you try to build trust, the doubts will always come in. Yeah, the doubts will always come in. He will see sometimes just laughing. Just he will see you just laughing with another man, and his doubts will come in. You may be laughing because you laughed at him, but he will think you're laughing with him. Do you see? Yeah, and that happens. Well, you know what? My wife was laughing with this man, and she goes, "No, I was laughing at him. I wasn't laughing with him." But how do you convince the man that what? It could be the other way around also. She says, "No, he was laughing with her." What do you do? He goes, "No, I was laughing at her." Do you see? But if the shyness was there, that would not come in the first place. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the shyness the prophets and the Sahaba and the mu'minun of yesterday and today, the mu'minun of today have. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala envelope us with the shyness within and outside. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala envelope us with the nur of shyness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us, make us shy in our subconscious and conscious. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the heart of shy people who are shy of Allah, who are shy of the angels, who are shy of the prophets and the mu'minun. May Allah make the ummah of shyness. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the character of which that we distinguish ourselves from the rest of humanity with the character of shyness.